Losing weight is simple. Burn more calories than you consume. It's basic physics. Once you understand the laws of thermodynamics, particularly the first one, energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only altered in form. You can begin to understand the simplicity by which we lose, gain, or maintain body mass. But what does this mean to you? Simple. If you're not losing weight, you're eating too much or moving too little. If you can manage to expend more energy than you're consuming, you'll lose weight, period. It can, however, be easier said than done. So I've put together 9 easy-to-follow diet strategies that you can implement right now to increase energy expenditure or decrease energy intake without starving yourself or spending hours in the gym doing endless amounts of cardio. Number 1. Stop eating when you're thirsty. It's quite common for people to confuse thirst for hunger. Since we aren't drinking enough water daily, our bodies adapt to the low fluid intake, and thus we lose our thirst sensation. If the goal is weight loss, knowing the difference between feeling hungry and being thirsty is critical. Eating when you're thirsty is a surefire way to load up on unnecessary calories, making it much harder to achieve the caloric deficit required to lose weight. This is why I recommend that you make an effort to keep yourself hydrated throughout the day. You want to avoid waiting until you're thirsty before drinking water. If you're feeling thirsty, chances are you're already a bit dehydrated. Here's an exercise you can try. Next time you feel hungry, drink an 8-ounce glass of water, wait 10 minutes, and if you're still hungry, eat. If not, you were probably just thirsty. Number 2, decrease calorie load. Knocking off 250 to 500 calories per day is more than enough to go from a slight energy surplus to a healthy deficit. Cutting that many calories from your daily intake can be done easily by decreasing calorie load. For example, rather than using whole milk for your cereal, try fat-free. Substitute that handful of peanuts for a handful of blueberries. If you're a fan of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, ditch the bread for rice cakes. And drink water instead of juice or pop. These may seem like small, insignificant changes, but enough of them in the day should be more than enough to move the needle on the scale. Number 3, have a late breakfast. Pushing breakfast back as far as possible, otherwise known as intermittent fasting, may very well be the simplest way to reduce calorie intake without starving yourself. The mechanism by which intermittent fasting works for fat loss is quite simple. Every day, our bodies go back and forth from a fed state to a fasted state. Delaying our first meal for as long as possible extends the time we spend fasting. Because most of us have breakfast upon rising and don't stop eating until late at night, we tend to spend more time fed than fasted. By allowing us to spend more time in a fasted state, we reduce the amount of food we're consuming daily, thus reducing the overall calorie intake effortlessly. Not only will it aid in fat loss, but intermittent fasting is shown to increase insulin sensitivity, have anti-aging effects, increase growth hormone production, reduce inflammation, increase metabolic rate, reduce oxidative stress, and increase brain health. The most popular window for intermittent fasting is fasting for 16 hours and having an 8-hour eating window. So if you stop eating at 10 p.m., then the next time you would eat wouldn't be until 2 p.m. the next day. This works well for individuals who have busy mornings. You don't have to worry about food until the afternoon, and you can spend your morning being productive. Number 4, don't waste your willpower. It's no secret that willpower is, in fact, a limited resource. Think of it as an energy bar in a video game. And every time you have to make a choice, you drain the bar a little bit more. This is why most people are more likely to stick to their diet early on in the day, but then cave into cravings at night. Too many decisions are draining their willpower. So although most fitness gurus will tell you that you have no discipline or that you don't want it bad enough, it's not always the case. It's easy for them now because they've made those choices long enough for them to become habits. Once they're habits, they don't require as much willpower. Unfortunately, though, reaching that level takes time and effort. For now, practice avoiding unnecessary decisions. For example, if you're craving a brownie at bedtime, it's going to be hard to resist if you know it's in your fridge, especially once you start thinking about the creamy goodness it becomes when you dip it into a glass of cold milk. Don't want to cave to chocolate cravings at night? Don't buy brownies. Buy apples instead. Number 5, eat your veggies. Eating 500 calories worth of broccoli is far less likely than getting the same amount from a box of donuts. This is due to food volume and fiber content, making vegetables far more satiating than sugary snacks. If you want to avoid testing your willpower due to food cravings caused by hunger, add 1 cup of vegetables to each meal. Not only will this limit the number of calories we can fit on our plate, but the sheer volume of food will keep you satisfied for a more extended period. Number 6, eat more protein. Due to its slow absorption, protein is the most satiating macronutrient of them all. Similar to broccoli, it's going to be much more difficult for you to get 500 calories from chicken breasts than it would be from a box of Oreos. Not only has it been proven that a higher protein intake is superior for preserving muscle mass in individuals who have been restricting calories for a prolonged period of time, but it's a great way to reduce appetite, making it much easier to stick to your diet. Number 7, get caffeinated. Our body burns calories in a few different ways. Number 1, basal metabolic rate, the calories we burn from being alive and performing normal bodily functions like breathing and keeping our heart beating. Number 2, thermic effect of food, the calories burned from processing the food we consume. Number 3, exercise activity thermogenesis, the calories burned through exercise. Number 4, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, the calories burned from a non-exercise activity like standing up, sitting down, and brushing your teeth, to name a few. These 4 things determine your total daily energy expenditure. If we can manage to expend more calories than we consume, we'll lose weight. Want to burn more calories while increasing energy, enhancing your mood, and reducing the risk of deadly disease? Drink some coffee. Caffeine has been shown to increase energy expenditure, making it easier for you to achieve a negative energy balance. Number 8, take the stairs. As I'm talking to you, I'm burning calories. This is known as non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT, and it's one of the most overlooked factors in weight loss. If you've ever met someone who isn't losing weight, despite making healthy food choices, they're probably spending too much time sitting at a desk or lying on a couch. Here are some ways to increase NEAT. Park further away from the grocery store. Take the stairs. Carry your groceries. Walk your dog or your neighbor's dog. Clean. Dance. Moral of the story, move more. A great goal to shoot for every day is to walk 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. Hitting 10,000 steps in a day may seem like a lot at first, but it's easier than you think. If you keep your phone on you all day or have an Apple Watch to track your steps, you'll find that a couple of walks throughout the day, along with running some errands and incorporating the tips mentioned here, you can reach the step goal easily. Number 9, eat bigger meals. You've probably heard the old adage, your metabolism is like a fire. If you don't add wood, it dies down. This implies that by eating more frequently throughout the day, we're keeping our metabolisms revving. Theoretically, it makes sense. In practice, however, it's never been shown to be true. In fact, a study published by Obesity, a research journal, compared the effects of consuming 3 meals versus 6 meals per day. Researchers found that between the 2 groups, there was no difference in fat oxidation. However, consuming smaller, more frequent meals may increase hunger and desire to eat. If you're eating 5 to 6 meals per day and find that you're hungry every couple of hours, or you're not satisfied after a meal, knock that down to 3 larger meals and see if that works better for you. So there you have it. Here are the 9 strategies we covered in this video. 1. Stop eating when you're thirsty. 2. Decrease calorie load. 3. Have a late breakfast. 4. Don't waste your willpower. 5. Eat your veggies. 6. Eat more protein. 7. Get caffeinated. 8. Take the stairs. And 9. Eat bigger meals. If you routinely follow these strategies, dieting to lose body fat will be much easier. Did you find this video helpful? If so, click the like button below as it'll truly help out the channel. Also, if your training and nutrition are in order and you're looking for a bit of an edge, be sure to check out my science-based supplement line. Each product was created using scientifically proven ingredients, all clinically dosed and guaranteed to produce results. And right now, you can get 25% off your entire order, plus free shipping by using coupon code MONSTER at checkout. So head over to musclemonsters.com/supplements or click the link in the description. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe for more videos. And don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next one. Peace.